Welcome to The Route. I'm Landon Daines. I'm your host. On this episode, we're going to go through how to get more people on recurring service so you don't need to burn out and just be doing one-time services all the time. I want to walk you through exactly how to do it, when to do it, and what services to do it, and what price to do it at. We have companies we're working with right now, and one specific company who is doing tons and tons of exclusions and one-time services, and they were killing it. I mean, they went from 0 to 15, 20K in just 1 or 2 months. Brand new company, and did a good chunk of revenue in their first 6 months of business. And they're wrapping up month 6 right now. But the problem was every single month he was starting at 0. And he was coming to me, he's just like, hey, I just feel burnt out. Like, I'm doing all these jobs, I'm working overtime, working super hard. And the issue was he wasn't getting anyone on recurring service. And there was a couple problems with it. We'll go through exactly what those problems were and how to fix them. But it doesn't matter the size of your company. If you're a brand new startup, if you're doing $1 million+ in revenue, you're still probably doing too many one-time services and leaving a ton of money on the table. The first thing you want to focus on is you need to rewire your mind. I was talking to a different pest control owner who was asking me the same question. He said, hey, if someone calls in for a one-time service, shouldn't I just sell that one-time service if that's all they want? The thing is, that might be all that they think they want. That's just the tip of the iceberg. They might have just seen, one wasp nest or one certain thing. They're not thinking in what's the best solution for them for pest control. They're just thinking of how can I fix this right now? And so your job as the professional is to first understand what's best for the customer. The best job is not to just do one-time removal or one-time service. We all know that. The best thing you need to do is get them on a plan to maintain things and keep them away forever, because seasons change, pests change, weather changes, and things will always be scurried up. And so we want these customers to be protected. And it's not selfish. It's not greedy to get them on a recurring plan. It's what's best for them. And ironically, it's best for your business too. So get that mindset shift right now in your business. Get the mindset of just doing what the customer wants out of your head. Understand you're the professional. Any other service that you call for, if you have a plumber or you have someone come to your house, you listen to what they say because they're the professional. If they tell you something specific for that niche service, you're going to trust them because they've done it hundreds and hundreds of thousands of times. Same thing is for you. You've done all these services. You know that pests will come back, the seasons will change. And so get people on a recurring plan because it's best for them and best for you. First things first, the reason people buy one-time services versus recurring is because your pricing right now is encouraging it. If someone calls and says, I've got a wasp nest and I'm looking for someone to remove it. If you quote them and say, hey, you know what? It's going to be $199 for us to come get that. Okay, I'll just do the $199. And you're like, wait, why can't I get the people on recurring? Because that one option was the best option for them. If you say, hey, it's $199 for us to come out, and by the way, we can continue on a plan. So it's, $199 every quarter. Do you want to do that? I'd be like, no, I just want to do the one-time job. And it could be frustrating for you. What you want to do is you need to anchor the price of a one-time service. So here's the exact script you want to say to a customer. It doesn't matter what service they're calling for. They call in and they ask you about X pest. I've got a wasp nest. I've got ants trailing. I've got cockroaches out in the house. It doesn't matter what it is. You're going to ask some questions, do some discovery, and then prescribe the plan for them. Hey, sounds like you're having this issue. Best thing to do is for us to come out and do our premium service. Here's everything that entails. Just walking through that service. Here's the pricing. Typically, and you want to follow this exact script. Typically, if you were to call us out, this job would be $399. But we're running a special for new customers. And so any new customer who starts on a plan with us is getting 50% off that service. So it's just $199 this week for you. And the best part is we're going to honor that discounted rate as long as you're with us. So it's just $199 every time we come out, every quarter. Now the customer has two options. They can take a one-time service at $399, or they can get a much better price and a better plan and better protection for their home for the discounted rate, the $199. So now your pricing is encouraging recurring service, and it's much better for the customer and much better for you. If you do that, just that one thing, you don't change anything else about your sales process, about your service, about anything, you will sell way more people on recurring service, 90% plus on average, and they'll be signed up for recurring service. Your bank account, your routes, your company will be super, super happy and thank you, because it's going to be way smoother and revenue will just grow month over month over month. So structure your prices and your service that way. And the second thing to say with that, any customer that calls in for any service, you want to funnel them into a recurring service. And so it doesn't matter if it's a roach or a bed bug or a wasp or a termite or a rodent, whatever it is, funnel it into recurring as default. And people might be like, why? How would I do that? Why would I do that? If they call in for rodents, why would I do that? You want your plan and your company, your bundle to be, hey, we are the one-stop shop for everything you need. So if someone's calling for rodents, for any type of rodent exclusion or trapping or whatever, there's likely other pests on the property. You're a pest control company. There aren't houses in your area that just never have pests ever. So they might be having rodents right now, but 3 months from now, they're going to have ants. They're going to have wasps. 6 months from now, they're going to have spiders in the winter. It's going to come. And so this lead is calling for one thing. We want to get them on everything if we can. So if they call in for rodents, you're going to quote them on your rodent service, but then let them know, hey, so what we do for rodents is XYZ. And then after that, we take care of your house on our premium service for just $50 a month. We come every quarter for you and we do everything. Inside, outside, full property. This covers all pests. That way you don't need to call another company or do anything yourself. You're completely covered for rodents and everything else. How does that sound? And just by doing that, just by making that funnel go from, hey, they called in for this, but now we're going to get them on a recurring plan, you're going to get a bunch more customers on your recurring service because you're offering it. They likely need it. They know they're going to need it in the future, but if you don't bring it up, they're never going to ask you. Make that your funnel. If customers push back, a few out of 10 will, and you can just do that one time or that single service for rodents or termites or whatever that one thing is. But in general, if it's any any pest, that funnel should be there automatically. And if it's anything else, if it's rodents, if it's termites, if it's maybe bees or something else, is typically different than general pests. You can get most people if you do just funnel it in your sales script and train your team to do that. That's what you want to do. Next thing you want to do is if anyone doesn't take the recurring service, so if they do take the one time, or for anyone that did a one-time service in the past, you want to have an easy, specific follow process for your office in place to get them on recurring. So even if someone takes the one-time job, you do the anchor price, you offer the recurring, they say, no, we're just going to do the one time, we just want it done for ants. Set a specific day when you're going to follow up with that person. I would recommend anywhere between 30 and 60 days. We don't want to wait too long. We also don't want it to be too soon where they haven't had the chance to really see how the service works, or they could use that as an excuse, hey, we're still going to wait and see how it goes. It's only been 2 weeks. We're not sure quite yet. Anywhere between 30 and 60 days, let's just say day 45, date on your calendar that hey, that person did a one-time service on March 1st. And so April 15th, that person's getting a call from us immediately. And you're going to call, I'll give you the script to use. And then also if they don't answer, you're going to leave a voicemail, you're going to text and do multiple follow-ups to get that person on recurring service. Basically, all you're going to do is let them know, hey, you're due for your next service. You're going to ask how this last service went. So, hey, just checking in. It's been 45 days, but about a month and a half. How was that service we did? And the beautiful thing here is whatever answer they give you, you use it as a reason to get them on recurring. So if they say, hey, it went great, perfect, let's continue on that plan. Or, hey, you know what, we're still seeing issues, like it wasn't quite as good as we expected, and we're still seeing those ants in the kitchen, then you can diagnose that and then get them on recurring and let them know, hey, that's pretty common with a one-time service. And honestly, we should have done a different plan, or hey, we should have done more coverage, or we should have actually got you on our X plan. So basically say, hey, the reason it's not working is because, and then your solution is their solution. And then you sell on the recurring plan. So really, really easy. That one question can get a ton of people on recurring. Have that 45-day follow-up. Just have the office call. Hey, how was that service? Good. Okay, good. Let's continue. Bad. Okay, bad. We need to come out there and get you on a plan. If it's good, what you can do, and actually for either one, what you want to do is basically credit what they've paid beyond the recurring initial price you would have charged them at to continue with them. So obviously they heard you price them when they first called in and you said, hey, it would be $399. But if you get on the recurring, it's $199, and they opted for the $399. Now, what you don't want to do is now 45 days later, just have that $399 stay there, and you're going to charge them a new initial or get them on recurring. We want to discount it or make it reasonable for them to continue. So you let them know, hey, you used us 45 days ago, a month and a half. Things sound like things are going well. What we'll go ahead and do is we'll credit what you paid for that initial or the recurring plan. And so our recurring plan, $60 a month, but we're going to actually credit what you've already paid. And so your next payment won't start till next month. And that's when your next service is due. So we're going to come out June 1st. Your next payment will be after that service. And then we'll continue $60 per month after that, come out every quarter for you. How does that sound? So however you want to do it, you want to credit it. So they're not going to pay right now, and they're not going to pay a total new amount because they've already paid you for a one-time initial service. Same thing for if they're not happy with the service, and you let them know, hey, you already paid us. We're going to come out for free. We typically don't offer that since you did a one-time service, you're not on our plan, but I want you to get a better service. We'll come out for free this week. Let's take care of that issue for you. Then we need to set up a every other month plan or a quarterly plan to maintain this. Otherwise these ants are going to keep popping up. What I'll do for you is we'll get you on our discounted rate at just $60 per month. We'll come out every quarter for you, and that won't start till X month. So shifting the pricing so they're not out money up front, better for your company, so you make recurring money continually month over month and year over year on this customer, and they're happy because they feel like they're getting a deal still. So that's what you want to do for anyone who took the one-time service, but that should be only 1 or 2 out of 10 if you're using that anchor price and discount and funneling all services to be recurring. I just want to walk you through some quick math. We're going to talk about profit here. If your average one-time rodent service is, let's call it $400 in profit. If you do 100 one-time jobs in the course of a year, you make 40K profit. So 100 one-time jobs, you make $400 profit per one-time service. That's 40K profit. If you got 30 of those on, let's call it $59 per month over the next 2 years, that's $42,000 in extra revenue, mostly profit because there's not much extra cost, as we all know with pest control, from those same customers. So you're already doing their rodent service, but we're going to get them on a recurring plan, recurring price on top of what that one-time service. 59, call it $60 per month. Most customers will stay with you for at least 2 years. That's $42,000 extra that you could be leaving on the table right now. And that's just 30 of those. If you converted more, that's more. If you convert a little less, that's less. But I just want to show you the math because some of the biggest changes and biggest impact in your businesses aren't external. It's not getting more leads. It's not finding a new marketing company. It's not hiring a new person to come in and save your business. It's using what you already have to restructure the pricing, get more people on recurring, make it more beneficial for the customer, and juice way more profit from what you're already getting. Most companies are sitting on 50 to 100K plus per year of opportunity that they're just letting it leak. And so what you want to do is figure out, how can I restructure pricing? How can I get more people on recurring? How can I get more from my current leads? And this is one of the best ways you can do it. So use this pricing structure, get more people on recurring, have a follow-up process in place for every person that did a one-time job job, start that now. And then for anyone who's done it in the past 12 months, go to those people right now and use a very, very similar process. Obviously, it's been longer than 45 days since I've used you, but give them a call, let them know, hey, you used this in the past, season's changing, you're due for service, or maybe it was 3 months ago, so you're due for service. Use whatever reason you can to say you're due for service now. Let's get you on a plan. And by the way, we're going to make it cheaper for you because you've already used this in the past. Let's go ahead and start you on this plan going forward. So do that in your pest control company to get way more people on recurring. And as that stacks up month over month, you'll have a consistent, guaranteed X amount of revenue per month, which is what you need. It's what helps owners sleep better at night. It's how you can know you can hire someone. It's how you know you can afford certain expenses and new vehicles and trucks and technicians. So make sure you focus on recurring. Don't get stuck doing one-time jobs all the time. And hopefully that's helpful for your company. So stay tuned for the next episode. We'll see you there.